Welcome. Thank you for using my YouTube channel, and please like, comment, and subscribe.
What's going on, everybody? Here again with another 30-minute yoga video. Today we'll be focusing on our hips and legs. Another request by my friend Rick, who wants these 30-minute yoga sequences because he's a father and also because he wants to counteract, his sitting all day at his desk. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna hit this timer and see where we land at because I've never done this sequence before, to be honest, and I don't know if it takes 30 minutes or not. So we're gonna come to a seated position. I'm gonna start off with some side stretches. So left hand on the floor, lift up our right up and over our head and lean towards the left. You can bend this left elbow or keep it straight. Doesn't matter really. It just depends on how you want to feel the stretch. I like to come down. You're pushing your rib cage up towards the ceiling, trying to keep your hip seated on the floor. So if you're leaning over like this, you're probably gone too far. Alright, now we'll just switch to the other side. And also, yeah, you wanna, if you can, look up towards your elbow or your arm so your chin is close to your shoulder, if not touching it. And you can just move back through these a couple times. Doesn't really have to be static. Since we're warming up, it's probably best that it's not static. And you're just doing a little more movement than at the end of your session, where it could be a little more static and relaxful. Alright, and then next we'll move into the seated gentle twist. So right hand, right knee, left arm behind your back. You just twist here. Again, you can keep some movement in it. I forgot to mention, you might want to block if you have the blocks. So go get those if you got yoga blocks. I got two right here and I just saw them. That's why I remembered that. So yeah, you'll need yoga blocks. You don't really need them, but they're helpful. They'll be a little helpful. I'll point out, obviously, when to use them and how not to use them if you don't have them. But yeah. Ooh, I just had a nice crack in my spine. Okay. And then we're gonna kiss our feet together into a butterfly. If you can, kind of flutter your knees up and down wherever you're at. I like to rock forward and get a little more of a lower spine stretch. But you can just stay here and keep the flutter. Try to push your knees down to increase that stretch. I didn't warm up my vocals before this, so this might be a problem. Alright. Alright, now we're going to start warming up the body further with the sun salutations B. Okay, so come to the top of your mat. We're going to start standing. Arms up over our head, as close to the ears as possible. And we're going to sit down into mountain pose, chair pose. And then from here, we'll come up, fold down from our hips. You go ragdoll here. You grab the sides of your heels and pull down. And then we're going to put our hands on our shins and come up to a half pose, or half lift, You want your back as straight as possible here. Then we'll plant our hands on the floor, walk or hop yourself back. We'll come down to a push-up and push ourselves up to up dog. And then we push back down to downward dog. And then we step forward on the right foot. And we come up to our lunge. You can put it back do a back bend here if you want, or you can just keep it up. And then we come back down. Do a push up, come up to half up dog. Push back to downward dog. Pedal out your feet if you want. That always feels good in downward facing dog. And then you left foot step forward. Come up to the lunge. Back leg as straight as possible. Inner thighs towards each other. If you want, do the back bend. If not, just hold it. Ooh, tip it over. And then we come back down. Left foot back. Come to a push up. Up dog. Roll to our downward facing dog. Readjust your step if you want. And then either walk or hop back to your hands. Hit the half lift. And then you fold down. And then you come up to the chair pose. We're going to do that whole sequence 2 more times. So go down, fold from the hips, half lift, hands to the ground, hop or walk back to plank, push up, upward facing dog, roll to downward facing dog, 1 foot forward, whichever one you want, come up to the high lunge, back leg as straight as possible, back bend if you want, come down, foot back, push up, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, other foot, high lunge, back bend if you want, keep your back leg as straight as possible, hands to the floor, foot back, push up, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, hop or step to your hands, half lift, full fold, hands to feet, and come back up to chair. 1 more time. Forward fold, half lift, hands to feet, walk or hop back, plank, push up, upward facing dog. You don't want to sink in your shoulders here. Make sure you're pushing up from your hands. A little late on that cue, but better late than never. Downward facing dog, excuse me. Foot forward, in between the feet. Come to your high lunge. Inner thighs together to stable yourself. Front heel down, left foot down and forward. Back bend if you want. Come down. Foot back. Plank to the push up to the upward facing dog. And to the downward facing dog. And left foot forward. High lunge. Back bend. Hands to the ground, foot back. Push up, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Hop or walk forward to your hands. Half lift. Forward fold. And we are done. Okay. So we're going to come up here. We're going to do a bit of a warrior sequence. So we're going to step our right foot back. Come down to a high lunge. And now here, bring our arms up over our head. Keep them together as best as possible. And yeah, now we'll do a backward bend. If you have not been doing them, do it now. And then we're going to come back up. And our right foot, we're going to pivot down. Get your heels in one line as much as possible. And we're going to bring our hands out. This is warrior 2. We're just going to hold this lunge for a second. Ooh, my hip just popped. That might happen. It feels good. Yeah. Then we're going to move to warrior 3 or peaceful warrior. Lean your body forward a little bit and then bring your hand up and over your midline. Backhand sliding down the leg. Try not to dump all your weight into your backside. Keep that forward leg moving forward to keep the weight forward. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, and we come back up. Step it back in. And we'll do the other side. Yeah. Okay, left foot back. Come down. Yep. Arms up over your head. Let's hit that backward bend here. I feel it in my left quad right now. I don't know about you guys. Alright, come back up. Pivot this left hand or left foot back down. Try to get your heels in one line as much as possible. Arms out. Hold this for a few seconds. Warrior 2. And then we lean or we reach our right arm forward a little bit. And then bring it up and back over our midline. Left hand sliding down the leg. Keeping your leg as straight as possible. Contract that thigh. And hold, pushing your right thigh forward to maintain weight in the front. And I'm falling over. Sometimes that happens, just let it be. Okay. Hopefully you didn't fall over, come back out of the lunge. Then we'll move on. Alright. Next. We have a triangle. A triangle. So right foot back. Whoa. Heel down, heels in one line as much as possible. Bend your forward knee until, as best you can, a 90-degree angle between your legs, or between your shin and thigh. And raise our arms up. And then we're going to pivot our body. You pivot from the hips, tilt from the hips. Don't really curve your spine. You kind of want to keep it straight, the whole upper body straight here. Our left elbow to our left knee, and our right arm is pointing forward along with our toes. And we look up and we hold here for a bit. Just breathe through it. Yeah, just breathe through it. It's a doozy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up first, then release the leg. Left toes in. Take a break real quick. Right toes out. Bend the right leg, get into it. I often feel my hips pop here, which is great. Again, tall, straight body over the center. And then we move our whole body as one. Right elbow to the right knee. Left arm forward with our toes, looking up. And we're holding here. Just breathe through it. It's a powerful posture. You feel a lot, that's for sure. If you fall out, try to get back into it. Just don't give up. Unless it's at the very end, which will be soon enough. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the body up. Release the leg. Push that back. Right toes in. Let's take a quick second here. Whew. And then we'll bring our feet together. And we'll go into a tree pose. So there's a lot of variations of tree pose. Help me to do the hot yoga, original hot yoga one. So you grab your right foot with your left hand, bring it as high as possible. Bring your heel as high as you can to your hip. And you slowly let your knee down. Be careful with your right knee. It might not go too far. If you're less flexible, that's okay. You can also hold it too. You can also assist your knee with pushing it downwards. Just make sure it doesn't hurt. And you squeeze your hips forward, suck your stomach in. And eventually you can bring your hands together. And if that's not you, you can hold your right foot on your shin. Whoa, and bounce here. Or if you got it, you can bring it up to your thigh. Never have your foot on your knee. You don't want to be pushing your knee out, because essentially this foot should be pushing in towards your body, and this leg is stable and pushing back against it, which helps create balance and also lift. So also you want to imagine your spine stretching upwards this whole time. You can actually use your hands to help you facilitate that by bringing them up, stretching them up. Then also think of your neck and head stretching up, which I find that to be the most difficult thing in yoga, stretching my head upwards. Okay, you bring your foot down, and again, left side, come to here. Whoa. Thighs working towards each other. Or if you got it, over time, you might get there. Bring it to your inner thigh. Stretch your spine up. Or you could do the original hot yoga way. Bring your leg as high as possible. Put your heel against your hip. Let your knee come down. Almost just lost it there. Squeeze your hips forward, suck your stomach in, stretch your spine up. Then you bring your hands to Namaskar. Or you can raise your arms and help you lift up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to go straight down to Malasana. So you might need a wider step, but you want to try to get your feet flat on the floor if you can here. You might need to lean forward, and eventually you could work yourself back and get your hands off the floor. That's okay too. If you're leaning forward, your elbows, well, I guess it doesn't really matter, leaning forward or not, your elbows are pushing against your knees to help open up the hips some more. You're just sitting here still. We'll kind of be back in this posture in a different orientation in a few postures. So if you have tight hips, this is a good one. You can also walk right and left, rock right and left, just to get some movement in the hips. They always say, my friend Rick, he always says, motion is the lotion for the joints. So the more you move, the better they move, because they're getting lotioned. Yeah. I need a better delivery for that. But yeah, motion is the lotion. Okay. So now we're gonna, you can just flop on your butt. Bring your, go long ways to your mat. Put your feet down, At this point, you're gonna lay down with your knees bent. Your fingertips, I like them to touch the back of my heels, if that's possible for you. But we're just gonna come up to a bridge and hold this for a few. You also just do some bridge lifts instead if you don't want to hold it. You could be on your toes, you could be on your heels. You have a wider ridge, so your feet are like on the outside edges of your mats. Or you can have an inner, a closed bridge where your knees are pressing together. There's a lot of bridge variations here. When you're with the closed, your toes should be touching too, your big toes. So your big toes are touching, your knees are touching. There's a lot of variety in the bridge pose. So try them out over time, but maybe today we're just doing the simple bridge. And don't get lazy, keep pushing your hips up towards the ceiling. Really think about your hips and your low back. Press your hands against the ground to help facilitate the lift. You're definitely pushing your feet down. And you're breathing. You're always breathing. And we bring it down. Okay. You bring your knees to your chest, or just rock a little. Alright, now we're gonna flip over to our stomach. So, I'm gonna reverse this. Okay, so I lied, we're not flipping over to our stomach. We're getting close to, but if you come to the tabletop, you're gonna bring one foot forward between your arms, heel to the ground, toes facing up, and this is where the blocks come in handy. So if you don't have the blocks, your hands can still be on the floor, but you just can't get your body up as high as much, which can help you get into a deeper stretch. But you want to keep pushing your heel down and towards you, and you should feel a stretch along the back side of your leg. Again, it's alright if you're here, there's nothing wrong with this. Eventually this will work to a split. This is about as far as I could go. And eventually you want your spine stacked straight over your hips. So this is how the blocks helps with that. And your back leg is active too. Pushing away towards you to kind of deepen that back stretch. And then wherever your maximum's at, just sit there. And then release. Switch that up. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, this is good. This is good. I want to do a split so bad, but I never do the stretch really to get there. If you don't train it, you won't get it. That's what it comes down to in yoga. Okay. And we've had enough. Okay, so just come to your knees, that's fine. Alright, next we'll be going into lizard. Alright, so you need one leg back on your toes. The other foot you bring to the outside of your hand. And then you kind of keep your back leg straight as much and roll your front foot onto your toes so your knees come out. Yeah, it's visible. And you're opening up your hip. And this is the one I said is kind of like the squat we were doing on the ground. And oh wait, no, I'm confused. That posture's still coming up, excuse me. Alright. Bring that back, switch to the other leg. Push that knee out. Yeah, you really can't see from this angle. My leg's totally eclipsed by my body. It's alright. But again, your foot is next to your hand and you're rolling your foot onto the pinky edge, which brings your knee out, which should open up your hips, your left hip. Okay, then we come back. Now we're gonna do pigeon or needle pose. So with pigeon, we're gonna do the same thing, come to plank real quick, and then bring your left ankle to your left wrist, and your knee at that point should be outside of your shoulder. So you want your knee outside of your shoulder, and you kind of just sink your hips down, you want your hips pushing down. If you can imagine, like, yeah, they're just pushing down and wrapping towards your underside. Hopefully that's helpful. And then if this is not accessible to you really, the other variation we have is if you go on your back, you bend your left leg, you bring your right ankle to your left knee, you wrap your right hand through the hole of your legs, grab your foot, your shin with both, and you pull down. And this is just essentially hitting the same stretch, but a little less effort, a little more relaxation. So you could do either one. And we're gonna switch. Hands down, so plank pose. Left ankle to the right wrist. Check that your left knee is outside of your left shoulder. I like to, you see I'm like using my back foot to pull me down deeper into the stretch. And again, I'm focusing on pushing my hips down and imagining I'm wrapping to my pelvic floor. And then also, if you want, you could go on your elbows and eventually get your head on the floor here. And bring your hands behind your back and really just sit into the pigeon pose. And then again, if this pose is not accessible to you, bend your right knee, bring your left foot to your right knee, left hand through the hole, interlock your fingers on your shin and pull. And this is good. Yeah, baby, yeah. Alright, okay. Okay, here we go. Now, excuse me, microphone, I'm gonna do this. This is where, so come to a tabletop. I'm just facing you guys so you guys can see better, but your orientation doesn't really matter. So you want to walk your knees out as best you can, and you want a 90-degree angle as best you can between your thigh and your shins. And then with our hands here, we're just going to push our body back, and you'll start feeling that stretch sensation right in your hips, right next to your pelvis, or on your pelvis. Is that next to that's the pelvis region. And you could push back, and you'll feel it more. And just try to sit here for as long as possible. This is a good one. The longer you sit here, the better. You can bring your hands to your knees. Elbows to the floor. You can bring your elbows to the floor, excuse me. Kind of just do the same thing. It's a little deeper of a stretch. But again, your hands or your elbows are kind of like pushing your body back. So you're digging your elbows or hands down and forward to push your body back, which pushes your hips more into this stretch. Alright. Then you come back out of it, just lean your body forward. I like to bring my heels together and then push my body back. But however you could figure out to get out of it safely, be my guest. Alright, so we're not done with the hips. We're going to our backs. Bring your hands up, your feet up, and then bend your knees. And then with your hands, grab the outsides of your feet from the inside. So your elbow should be on the inside of your knee, and then your hand is grabbing the outside. So you do that with both. You can also do it one at a time. But we're getting close to 30 minutes, so we're going to pull down. Just pull your feet down, which helps stretch your hips again. We're really focusing on the hips here. And then also you want your feet flat to the ceiling as if you're walking on the ceiling, and you trying to get your thighs and knee and shins at a 90-degree angle. And then you just pull down as much as you can, stop when the sensation is perfect. Alright. Then we can release that. And then we're going to do a one-legged supine twist, so bring your right knee up with your left hand, push your knee to the right, and just hold that for a few seconds. So we're starting to cool down here. Only got a few more left to do, and we're at the 30 mark right now. I'm sorry, Rick. I didn't go fast enough. Maybe next time. Alright, then we can release that. And then if you do one side, you gotta do the other. So bend the left knee, right hand on the left knee, and push to the right side. Release your left arm out to the left and look that way. Get the complete twist along the spine. Your lower spine twisting to the right, your upper spine twisting to the left. It's a twist paradise scenario. And then we can release that. And remember that twist we just did, you can have both legs bent. They don't both have, they can both be bent. One doesn't have to be straight. There's a lot of variation in that pose too. You can also have your legs crossed and then do it. But anyways, moving on. So kind of going back into butterfly where we started. So bring yourself to butterfly, but then just lay back. Lay down with your legs in this butterfly position. The card calls it reclining bound angle. But like laying down butterfly sounds better to me. Flat butterfly, laying down butterfly. And then you can push your feet together and forward. And eventually just find yourself in Shavasana. This is where we end. Not bad for 30 minutes. Definitely got sweaty in the beginning. I hope you enjoyed this. Try to give yourself 2 minutes here at least. Let your body melt into the floor. Let your body relax. Don't move. Don't scratch your face. Don't twitch your arms. Don't adjust your clothing. Just give yourself 2 minutes to meditate in stillness. And breathe. Never forget to breathe. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this sequence. Rick, there you go, baby. 2 down. I know you wanted a yin one, so that's coming up.